Welcome to the 2021 SwiftOtter Certification Award ceremony. I am so excited to be with you all here today and to truly recognize those of you who have invested in yourself, the place that you work at, your families, to becoming Magento certified. It is an absolute extreme honor on my part to be able to recognize. And it's great seeing people starting to pop in here to this live stream today. Many of you already know who I am, but I will do a very quick introduction and then we will get started with this. My name is Joseph Maxwell. Certifications have been very important to me ever since you could say roughly about the time that I literally started shaving. That didn't last long as I now have a beard, but it was when I was 15 years old, I achieved my Magento or my Zen certified engineer certification, as well as the A+ certification. Through that time, I came to see the value of getting certified. Not only did it give me confidence, for example, in the A+, computer technician, which I think was the official title of that, it helped me understand how to approach understanding this massive body of knowledge. It was so powerful. It was such a pivotal turning point for me, and obviously continued into Magento certifications from there. But all that to say, it is a tremendous pleasure and honor to be with you all here today. Before we actually get started with my remarks and some very special things today, it's great to seeing everybody's comments pop in here. Maybe just if you want to say hi, I would love to hear where you're at in the world, just generally, not your address, of course, but where you're at here in the world. I am based out of Kansas City on the Kansas side, which is ironic. There is a Kansas side and a Missouri side. So I'm on the Kansas side. Beautiful morning, as you can see behind me. The sun is shining. If you listen carefully enough, the birds are chirping. It is an absolutely beautiful morning. Welcome to everyone here. I'll give us a moment before we get started here, but we have Russia, India, all over the world. I see Simon is in here. I know he's from the UK. Singapore, wow, this is so exciting to have everyone here. Again, in celebration of these wonderful people who have achieved their Magento certifications. John from Philippines, Florida, India, welcome everyone. It is good to have you here. Poland, Ukraine, wow, this is so exciting. I love this. All over the world. Thank you for coming this morning. And I hope as you hear these names that are going to be read off here in the later part of our conversation, that if you see them in Twitter, if you LinkedIn, if you see them in person at a conference, take a moment to congratulate them. And I am particularly excited about the conferences hopefully starting up, I think maybe this year, and for sure getting into full swing next year. So hopefully I will be able to meet some of you in person again shortly. That will be exciting. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. What is the Magento certification program? If we're going to be congratulating those of you for achieving these certifications, I think it's just as important to understand what is this program. So a brief understanding is this. The certification program has existed, I think it was since the early 2010s. It's gone through a number of phases, iterations, but ultimately, once Magento 2 came out, the Magento certification program underwent a significant change. It started with the solution specialist test, which is now called the business practitioner. And then Magento hired a world-renowned certification development expert whose name is Peter Manajak. And I've had the pleasure of knowing this wonderful person for the last several years. And Peter was the one who took it on himself was assigned to rebuild the Magento certification program for Magento 2, and that he did. The tests that you are taking today are Peter's handiwork. The way he did this is he worked with industry experts, subject matter experts, and brought them in from all over the world, people that work at partners or just individuals, brought them in and built the certification with their help. So these tests are not just a bunch of people sitting in a closet and saying, okay, what do we think we should ask on these tests? And what is the most difficult questions we can ask? No, these are people sitting down in a room together who are experts. They've solved problems on the Magento platform. They built applications on the Magento platform. They have invested significant effort in solving problems real life problems, not some of these conjured up problems that people in these closets sometimes think. And I've taken a couple of those tests in my life, and those tests where it just seems like, what's the relevancy here? What's the value of these questions that are being asked? That is not the case for these Magento certifications because they are written by real people. Not the other ones, not that the other ones are not written by real people, but these tests cover real life problems. Quick story here. When I was helping write the now named business practitioner test, there was some really incredible people in the room. People from Classy Llama and Magento and Cora and Something Digital, some really, really heavy hitters in the room. There was a lot of times, and when I say a lot of times, probably I'm going to say 5 to 10 times, that a question was read in the room as part of the review process, and the entire room breaks out laughing. Why? Because it was so relevant. It was so real. Like, the entire room, at least most of the people in there, had dealt with that problem in the past, and it had a humorous outcome. As a result, that question, of course, was immediately accepted, but it proves the relevancy and the value that these certifications do bring. Gary, I see your comment in the chat here. That is wonderful. I am super excited to see that you got an invitation to help write the new business practitioner test. So I think we're kind of seeing that maybe the business practitioner is going to be up for a update here soon. So that will definitely be exciting. So all of this to say, the Magento certifications are difficult. They're real. They consist of 60 questions. I would estimate that most people take 3 to 6 months to prepare for these, investing many cases their own time, their own money in order to be able to get this certification. You can't just get a book and memorize all the questions and the answers. Unfortunately, there are some of that does happen, but it's not really it's not the way to pass the certification. The way to pass a certification is with practical experience, whether on the job or simulated practical experience, by reading, understanding, building applications, solving problems to be able to get certified. So this is a tremendous investment that all of you who have achieved certification through this have invested in yourself, your family, your career, etc. I've come to see that there's power in numbers. I'm sure you've heard the stories, these wonderful stories of people who have conquered significant challenges in life. For example, weight loss or overcoming addictions. And they do it through the power of numbers. So that's why there are these groups that people get together who are all aligned to help you achieve the solution for this challenge. And over again, I was kept hearing people say, hey, I want to get certified, but I just don't have the motivation to do that. My boss wants me to get certified. I know it's going to be good for me, my family, but I just don't have the time to do that. Well, ultimately, the answer came in to, what about a pulling together a group to see people get certified? We had hundreds and hundreds of people join. This is a common thing that people want to see happen. I want to get certified. By joining together in this group, we have seen some tremendous success. How many of you have passed? I want to quickly share a couple of statistics that I think you'll find particularly interesting. So today we are celebrating 77 new certifications being added to the rosters. 77 people being added to the Adobe certification rosters as a result of this program. Started in January, ended May 31st. That is really exciting. These are 77 people who have invested significantly in themselves and their careers. I would estimate this has, and conservatively estimate, now I'm not one of these marketing people who goes way out and does some big estimates. Conservatively speaking, this represents over 2,000 hours of time invested in this cumulatively over the course of these people who have gotten certified. And that's even more. Unfortunately, it wasn't 100% of people who joined the certification program and got certified. So there was even more time that was invested beyond that. And that was not time wasted. Even if you invest in your career, you study, you understand, you learn, that is time well spent. And I am so excited about that. You're probably also wondering, I think most of you that are watching this are developers as well, so you're probably wondering, okay, Joseph, now that was half the story, but what's the other half of the story? Like, how many people failed this test? Yeah, that's a good question. So unfortunately, I ask people to submit when they pass the test. I don't actually ask people to let me know when they fail the test. Although I very much try to get as much information as I can, simply because it helps me improve what I do in helping people get certified. So I would say overall, there was my understanding is 5 to 10 people that failed. But I don't exactly and I forgot to get that information. It would have been interesting how many of them went on to get certified as a result. I have heard of so many people, though, that failed in the past and then got certified through this program. So many times when I say a failure, I'm not talking about failing like at getting 25%. Many of those failures are 50 to 60% score on the test, and the passing rate was in the mid 60s as an average. So people are very close to passing and getting their certification through this. The average score for those people who passed is 73%. So a lot of people were in the lower 70s. These tests are difficult. It's not the case and I remember hearing somebody tell me a while ago, well, I went to take XYZ test and I literally had no experience in this platform and I got a great score. It was just a matter of reading the test, the questions and the answers, and I picked the right one. It was so easy to tell. The wrong answers were just so clearly wrong. That's not how it is with these Magento certifications. They are tough. So I do have to make a quick call out for the highest scoring participant. Get this, a 95% to Valentin Pentreco. Valentin, if you are here, you owe yourself a huge pat on the back because 95% on the professional developer exam. Well, let me put it this way. I helped write that exam, and I don't think I got a 95% on it, even after seeing all the questions and the answers. So 95% on that test is phenomenal. Congratulations on that. And I will say you are very much on the way to getting to achieving the expert certification. And, maybe you might be just ready to go ahead and take that master's certification as well. So many congrats to you, Valentin, for your achievement there of out of 77 participants receiving the highest score across the board. Congratulations on that. I do need to quickly touch on what are the results of passing? What do people see as changes in their life from passing and achieving these scores? Let me read a couple, and I'm going to paraphrase just a little bit, but I want to read just a couple of things here. One person achieved a 40% pay raise after getting certified, Magento certified. Another person said their salary was doubled as a result of getting into the Magento platform and becoming certified. And they said another 50% increase is coming soon. We're talking about some big numbers here, my friends. And I'm not just in terms of percentages. If I was to tell you the real numbers, I'm not going to just for the sake of their privacy. You would be amazed. Another person gets an $8,000 a year raise as a result of getting Magento certified. But pay is not the only thing here. There's so much more to it than just pay. And one thing I will call out, how do I say this? The temptation is now that you are certified, you're going to have recruiters knocking on your door saying, hey, my friend, I got a great offer for you across town here at this great agency. The pay is definitely better. question is, do you accept or do you not accept? Of course, that's up to you. But here is my advice, and I have to throw this in here really quickly. My advice to you is wait it out 6 months to a year. Give it some time. Relish in this newfound clout that you have with the merchants that you're working with, your colleagues. Relish in this. Maybe ask for a bit of a pay raise. That's fine. But don't just jump ship. The grass is not always greener on the other side. I've heard a lot of stories related to that. So just hang tight, 6 months to a year, invest back in your company, and then go for that new job if it really seems that great. But remember, you're going to have a big learning curve when you get over there. New merchants, new projects, new problems, and you might have different working hours. You might have more pressure, etc., etc. It's not always the grass is not always greener on the other side. But beyond pay, I think and I've seen so many additional benefits. For example, you do have more clout with merchants and colleagues. Merchants are demanding these certifications. In other words, those who are certified get the work. Those who are certified are increasingly less likely to get work. It's just what the merchants are asking for. This is the standard by which merchants are now evaluating e-commerce developers worldwide is, are you certified or not certified? That's really important. We want to be able to feed our families, and certifications is becoming a very important metric as far as how well we are able to provide for our families. More knowledge of the platform, and I really consider this to be one of the greatest benefits. Think about this. You, as you are studying, take 3 to 6 months to prepare for this. You investigate, become an expert on every single aspect of the Magento system. You know the deep, dark secrets, the intricacies of how this thing works, what works and what doesn't work. That's you, my friend. And congratulations for making that investment. I really consider that investment is probably, and the understanding you get from that is worth 80%. It contains 80% of the value. You might not see a pay bump immediately, but give it 2-3 years. The difference in trajectory is significant. Hey, Elaine, it's good to have you on here. Welcome. I see so many of my friends here in the chat. Sunil, Aldo, Niha, wow, this is really cool. And yes, Highfly D made a shout out for Valentin for getting that 95%. That is, again, that was mind blowing. So I want to quickly talk about the prizes, and then we are going to get into what I think is the most special part of this conversation. And the most special part of this conversation is we reached out to people in the community. We asked them to provide the commencement address. And you will hear from them here in just a minute. And I'm very excited about that. I want to quickly review, it should remind you of the prizes. Last year, we gave a t-shirt to the top 2 scoring participants of each category. That was pretty cool. That was 14 shirts that we gave out. This year, we are giving out a t-shirt to every single one of you who passed the test. That's 77 people. 77 people are going to get these shirts. And I am really excited about that. And you know what? You don't have not paying a dime to get these either. Shipped free to you wherever you are in the world. And better yet, 2 of you will be getting an Apple Watch. 2 of you. So we will see who those 2 is after our commencement address. So I am very excited about this. Wow, Smina, I gotta say congratulations. You got a 95%. Smina in the comments. 95% on professional developer exam. That is fantastic. So congratulations, well done on your achievements here, my friends, for of achieving these Magento certifications. Without further ado, I would like to introduce to you the participants of the commencement address. This was, call it a crowdsourced thing among some of my wonderful friends in the community. They came together and they have built you a most wonderful presentation congratulating every single one of you on achieving these certifications. So without further ado,
My name is TJ Gamble, and I'm the CEO and founder of Jamerson. But most folks know me as the e-commerceaholic from a lot of the content I produce.
Hi, this is Peter Banachak, the person who is responsible for creating these exams that you passed recently.
My name is Brent Peterson. I have helped Magento create and update their certification exams for a number of years. I know how difficult these exams are and how much study time you put in.
Hey guys, Kalen here. Congrats on getting the certifications here. I remember when I got my first and only cert quite a few years back, being a big, real turning point in my career, and so it's exciting. Good job.
Hi, I'm Simon Frost, 3-time certified Magento developer and speaker of the best Magento conferences.
Hey, my name is Eric Hansen, and I just wanted to congratulate all of you for getting your Magento certification.
Hey, I'm Jesse Maxwell. I'm tech lead here at SwiftOtter and excited to congratulate you all on the accomplishment.
Hey everybody, Ben Marks here. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to all the developers certified as part of SwiftOtter's Spring Certification Challenge.
I'm really excited for you all in being able to achieve your Magento certifications.
I was told by a little birdie that you,
Mike Baker,
Natesh Kiyati,
Pramod Kumar Sharma,
Rahul Kachadia,
Vipul Lambasya,
Lionel Krasin,
Edward Zveyev,
Mohammed Garbi,
Gaurav Jain,
Parth Thumar,
Giancarlo Velasquez,
Adarsh Banakam,
Andriy Furnica,
Simon Dudzik,
Chris Murphy-Farrow,
Jerry Duke,
Daniel Seuss,
Ryan Keelahan,
Maria Krasnitska,
Sanjay Antela,
Pooja Sharma,
Mohit Pundit,
Anton Havershov,
Kirill Vidyuk,
Rutvi Sojitra,
Igor Tarkniakev,
Ramakrishna Reddy,
Alexei Boltinov,
Raj Mohan,
Niha Dudat,
Sufyan Khat,
Bartosz Gorski,
Maxim Chabanov,
Sayan Basek,
Salva Ganathapi, Mankadison,
Mudhumala Krishnan,
Wilson Sheldon, my man,
Valentin Petrenko,
Fernando Molina,
Alain Landry Nachomo,
Muhammad Jiraid,
Sankap Shekar,
Julius Lanadinsky,
Pawan Kumar Reddy,
Dasitha Abbey,
Parthapan Pargunan,
Hitarth Patani,
and Sinisa College.
Marcello Udrazard,
Ravi Gohel,
and Justin Leata,
Valerie Pikulski,
Smita Kagwade,
Dejana Milevska,
Jackie Angus,
Parth Akar,
Makarand Upwart,
Ravi Shomal.
Vish Vadison Vagala.
and Dan Androy.
Were actually able to pass your certification exam. I know how difficult that could be. It was many, many moons ago in Magento 1, but I too have a Magento developer certification. It actually took me 2 attempts at it because I took it a little too casually and didn't study the first time.
I just want to say that it's a tremendous achievement passing these exams. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of effort. These exams absolutely validate skills and knowledge which are valued in the marketplace. So well done and congratulations.
I know it's a lot of work, maybe even somewhat stressful to prepare for the tests, but congratulations for just going out there and making it happen.
Nice job, you guys. Keep up the good work, and I hope that this is a huge thing for the rest of your career.
Give yourself a good pat on the back. You've taken the leap, you've put the effort in, and you are what makes the Magento community what it is. Great stuff.
It is awesome that you all passed your examinations and are now certified on Magento. Great work on that. That is terrific.
well done. It's not easy, but you all did it. Congratulations.
Congratulations, my friends. This is a significant undertaking that you have achieved in passing these Magento certifications. Some of you more than one Magento certification here in this first half of this year, so congratulations on your very hard work there.
It's good to hear that you put in the effort, and it's quite the accomplishment. I'm pouring a little toast here in your honor with one of my finest Kentucky bourbons. So So congratulations to you, and may this investment pay big dividends in your career.
Wow, that was that was so cool. Congratulations, all of you, on achieving this certification. Now, I will say the one thing is, I think there was maybe one or two got maybe added afterwards, or we might have missed one or two names in there, and I do genuinely apologize for that. Yeah, I was so excited to see these wonderful people, Ben Marks and Eric Hansen, my brother Jesse Maxwell, and obviously I and Kalen Jordan and Simon Frost and Peter Manajak, and he was the one, again, the father of this generation of the Magento tests. So it is wonderful to hear from all of these great people in the Magento community. So thank you for participating in this. Thank you, all of you, for your investment into the community, into yourselves, your contributions that I look forward to you seeing here now that you are certified, now that you have taken this time to do these deep dives, to understand all that is involved in getting certified. There is so much that Magento brings, that the Magento platform offers. And it's not without its faults, as with any other platform. It's not perfect. But by you becoming a professional at this platform, you understand those intricacies. So I think the next most applicable thing we should do is draw the winners for these Apple Watches. So my daughter Callia here, if I don't remember, come here, Callia. I don't know if you remember. She helped me with the invitation, and she was the one that invited you to the Magento certification, the SwiftOtter challenge to become Magento certified. And so here she is again. And Callia, are you excited? We get to draw 2 names for people who get these Apple Watches. Are you excited about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she's pretty excited, aren't you? Okay. So just so you see, we're not pulling any shenanigans, any tricks. We cut up nothing. She cut up last night, spent quite a while cutting up all these names, and it doesn't look like a huge amount, but she was kind of surprised. We put them in a drinking glass. So in this drinking glass, there's obviously no beverages, but it's actually better than beverages. It's people's names. And better than a beverage, yeah. People's names of those of you who have completed the certification challenge. And I'm really excited about this. So, Callia, I think let's mix it up here real good. I'm trying to jumble it up. Yep, all the names are still in there. Okay, I feel like I'm going to do a magic trick. You know, like the people doing magic tricks have to explain what they're doing as they're doing it. So, all right, I'm not going to look, and we'll see what name she picks out. Callie, don't look and just pick a name out. See, we're not looking. What's the name? Okay. Ryan Keeligan. I hope you are here, my friend. If not, that's okay. I will still email you. It's not like this is if you lose, if you don't get your name, if you're not here, you lose out. I understand. This is definitely during business hours. So, a question from Ontario. Dan, excuse me. Is she also Magento certified? Callie, are you Magento certified yet?
Not yet. No.
Say it loudly.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Well, that might be in the future. We'll see. She should be certified. Maybe she'll be the youngest Magento certified professional. We'll see. That would be kind of fun. All right, we're gonna do a mix up. So congratulations, Ryan. Callia picked your name, so that was good. I think we should do another mix up here. It's like shuffling the deck of cards, except I do better at shuffling a bunch of cut up names than I do a deck of cards. All right, Callia. No looking again. No, don't look. There you go. Let's see. What's the name? There's 2. Okay, that's good. Here's the name. Edward Zwief. I kind of thought I saw you in this the comments here. Maybe I didn't. I'm thinking of another time. Oh, yes, you're here. You are here. You said Ukraine. Yep, you are here, my friend. Congratulations. You are the second winner of the Apple Watch. And I will say this. I recognize that Apple Watches are not necessarily applicable to every area in the world. There are some places that are diehard Android fans. And so call it a symbolic gift if the Apple Watch does not appeal to you. So there is that capability as well. So we can have a conversation afterwards if there is something else that seems a little bit more applicable to given your technological preferences. Anyways, this has been really exciting. All right, Kelly, thank you. You can go back upstairs. We are doing this live from my home, as always. Depends on the place in my home, but we are doing this live in my home, and bless my wife's heart, she is keeping our 3 children happy and contented upstairs. So, I am so excited to have all of you as a part of this. Thank you for joining in today. You all have invested the effort to what does it take to become Magento certified. Oh, Simon, okay, this is funny. I got to call it out. Simon just said he was the one that congratulated Ryan and Edward in his video. I think he is a good luck charm. Absolutely. That was a really good. I think the word omen is normally taken in a bad context, but if whatever the opposite of the word omen is, that would definitely be a good thing. So, yes, congratulations, Simon. Maybe that means wonderful things for your career coming up. So, where does this mean you go from here? What do you do now that you all are certified? Don't stop. If you have achieved the professional developer certification, don't stop there. Consider getting the expert developer. The expert is incredibly valuable. Professional is very valuable as it is, but expert is even more. But it might not be a certification. Ultimately, this is the end of the 2021 SwiftOtter Challenge to become Magento certified. This challenge is being wrapped up at this moment, but it isn't the end for you either. Continue investing. Reach out to your community. These in-person conferences are coming up again. I just saw today that, I think it was Meet Magento UK. I could be wrong on this. Jamie Huskinson said their call for papers is still out and they're looking for new speakers. This, my friends, is your opportunity. Become a speaker in the community. Put your knowledge out there. What challenge have you recently been working on? Make it a priority to give back to this community. This community has invested a lot in you. Give back to the community. Become a speaker. Oh, that might not be your thing. Well, guess what? That wasn't necessarily my thing, but I started small. And you can start small too, but it might not be in-person speaking. Contribute on Slack. Answer questions on Magento Stack Exchange. That website desperately needs good people, knowledgeable people to answer questions. There's a million different ways you can give back. Contribute to your company. Train other developers at your community. Whatever it takes, give back. And in fact, in giving back, you know what the funny thing is? You will be given more yourself. The more you give, the more you get. That is how this community has flourished. And that is how it will continue to flourish as well. Speaking of giving back, you might remember, at least those of you that saw this, and mostly those of you that were in this certification challenge, a few months ago, I published I published a survey. What technologies do you work with? What kind of computer do you use? Trying to get a feeling for where people are at in the community. Speaking of giving back, we are about to release a report on what I can call to be, we're naming it a little more generally because we're growing into this title, but it's more or less the Magento Developer Survey. This will be released in the next couple days, but I wanted to give you a quick sneak peek as far as what this is. We have pulled together this report from a tremendous amount of data. As you can see, there is still a lot of people across this world that don't use XDebug. And that's why we're building out training. We built out training, very popular training, I might say, for helping people get started on XDebug. Talking about the different platforms. What's the load time for given platforms? This is incredibly valuable data. And I am so excited to be able to share that to you here in the next couple of days. So check your email if you're not already subscribed to our newsletter. Make sure to subscribe to that, and so that you can be able to get this. Or, of course, I will put a video out on YouTube and in our Slack channels, etc. And also make sure to join our Slack channel. It's a really vibrant community that we've focused on getting certified, but it's really broadening out to general solving general problems, soft skills, just great conversations in general. So I am so excited to have each one of you as a part of this. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your contributions to this community. Please don't stop with this certification saying, okay, I've arrived. Instead, continue to contribute, continue to give back. This is the end of this conversation as I have intended it. However, I'm more than happy to stay around, answer a couple questions if there was any pertaining questions that would be related to this. But thank you all again on behalf of the community, on behalf of these wonderful 77 people, approximately. Actually, it was a couple people less than that. A couple of you got multiple certifications. As on behalf of all of you, thank you. Thank you for joining. And I hope that you take a moment to congratulate those names, those people that you see on social media, congratulate them as a result of their investment into themselves. And ultimately, I hope to see them give back to the community. Thank you for joining. So I will hang on here. If there's any other questions, I would be happy to answer them. But this does mark the end of the conversation. Thank you for joining, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and look forward to more great content coming out, helping you become a better Magento developer and ultimately an e-commerce developer. Any questions about this? I guess maybe one of the first questions would be, yes, we are looking to do this again next year, and I hope to make it bigger, better, and grander. This was such a wonderful experience for me to be able to help you all get certified. Any questions? I guess it's a habit of mine before I wrap up any webinar, so this would be your opportunity to ask. I'll wait around just for a minute before we wind this awards ceremony up. This would be a great time for dad jokes. The problem is I'm not really up to my game yet on dad jokes. So, one other thing just to quickly mention, this is not a sales pitch at all, but the Art of E-commerce Debugging is being released July 1. So I'm super excited about that. That's another way. My goal is to give back to the community. And just one note on that, the price for that book will be $40 US. You might say $40 US, that is a lot. Well, here's the point. There is no shipping charges for anywhere in the world. You run the numbers, we are not making much on that. It is my goal to give back to you, to help you all become excellent e-commerce developers. You are heroes. And ultimately, if you can bear with me a little bit, look at the whole COVID-19 pandemic. E-commerce flourished. E-commerce was a huge savior in the midst of this pandemic. But you know what powers e-commerce? I'm looking at you. It's you. It's every one of you who is an e-commerce developer. You were the one that kept the lights on for these merchants through this pandemic. Yes, I don't want to try to say that, that draw too close of a comparison between us e-commerce developers and first responders, the nurses and the doctors who genuinely risked their lives. But that removed a category from that, or two. I don't know exactly how that categorization system works. It was you that kept the lights on. That kept these products being shipped to the doors of people worldwide. You are heroes, and it is my goal to help you become incredibly proficient at your trade. Dan asked, any live courses that you might be starting? Yes, we are very much in the midst of working on that. One thing I will start doing is every month, starting next month. This was kind of this version of this month. It was a little bit different, but every month we are starting a free live training. So I believe it'll be the first Wednesday of every month, same time as it is now. And we'll dive into a new segment of Magento, or maybe it could be other platforms, Shopware or BigCommerce or whatever. We're going to dive into each one of those as far as just general. Here's 1 hour of training. I think you're going to take away a number of really powerful things from that. So, yes, definitely, we are certainly working in that direction. Very good. Well, it has been an absolute pleasure being with all of you. Thank you for joining us today. I couldn't have been more excited. I mean, seriously. I could not have been more excited about this whole ceremony today, not because of me, but because of you, every one of you who has made the investment. Thank you for joining. I wish you the best, and I look forward to you all coming back and joining me next year to hopefully achieve yet another Magento certification. Good talking with you, and take care.